Everybody, welcome to the Hacienda. Rivet here. I appreciate you joining me again. It's a nice, fantastic day, just pouring the rain outside by the bucket load, and it's just above freezing, so it's just cold water coming down. What better time than to make something delicious? And I got this recipe out of Culinaria, Russia. This recipe comes to us from the Republic of Georgia. The Republic of Georgia used to be a state in the former Soviet Union. It is now its own independent country. And what we're going to make is called Chakhokhbili. Yeah, Chakhokhbili. It's very difficult to pronounce, but it's delicious. Essentially what it is a chicken stew with tomatoes. So stick with me and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, in here we have the ingredients displayed. Now, of course, not all of them, but just one each for demonstration purposes only. One of the key items to this recipe is I like to do it authentic as possible. And it is one of the most popular recipes in Georgia. So all y'all haters out there saying, oh, that's not authentic, that's not the way my mom made it, don't worry about it, take a hike. There's as many variations of this recipe as there are Babushkas in the Republic of Georgia, so deal with it. Okay, another key ingredient is Khmeli Suneli. That is the rub of Georgia, the national rub, the national savory flavorant. It is the Lawry's seasoned salt of Georgia. Now, I am going to put the link up here in the iCard. I've made a recipe before, and I'll show you exactly how I make Khmeli Suneli. It's a very nice recipe. It's beautiful, and you can get every ingredient that goes in there at your local grocery store. Okay? We got some tomato paste. We got basil. We're going to use some cilantro. We are going to use some curly parsley. Now, the cilantro is optional. If you don't like it, don't put it in there. We got an Anaheim pepper. We're going to use a few of those. Fresh garlic, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, onion, a lot of tomatoes. Chili pepper flakes. Those are optional, and those are to taste, okay? The authentic recipe has a little bit in it for a little bit of zing. And some chicken stock. We're going to need 2 cups. Now, Mrs. Rivet made some from scratch the other day, and she has two cups reduced, which is going to be perfect for the recipe here. Now, what you don't see displayed here is the chicken. You can use any kind of chicken you want. The original recipe calls for whole chicken cut up. I just went ahead with thighs, bone-in thighs. We like chicken thighs. We like the dark meat. It's good to go, so that's what we're going to use. So stick with me, and I'll show you how it's done. So we've cooked this baby covered for 15 minutes, And now we're going to uncover it. Everything's getting nice and soft. And we are going to add that greenery, that combination of basil, cilantro, and parsley, and garlic in here, and stir it up nicely. Now, I did it old world. You can go ahead and put that in the food processor. You don't have to do it this way and pound it down. But the old way of doing it is pounding it down is to crush the leaves and the garlics to release their volatile oils to get the most flavor out of it. So there we go. I've got this beautiful mortar and pestle, and so I decided to use it. So we're going to mix that in nicely, and over medium-low heat we're going to continue to simmer this uncovered for another 15 minutes, and then it's ready. So then we'll plate it up and have a feast. Join me then. Alrighty folks, let's go ahead and get some Chakhokhbili onto the bowl. Oh my God, this smells so delicious. Look at this steaming beautiness. That chicken. Oh my Lord. And all these good awful vegetables next to it. Let's get some sauce, because after all, this is supposed to be a stew, right? So there's got to be sauce so you could scoop it up with bread and stuff. So here you go. Oh my goodness, and I'll say this about that. It smells fantastic. That Khmeli Suneli, I've used that before in recipes, and boy, good grief. You guys need to make this. That's good stuff. Now, that's not the only thing. We need to get some rustic bread to sop up the juices in the Georgian style. So you can use either pita or rustic bread like this. So let's go ahead and pan out and get a nice shot of this beautiful bread that we've got here. All right, here we go. Chakhokhbili. Chakhokhbili. There you go. It's so hard to pronounce, but it's delicious. Georgian national dish almost. It's almost like pizza over here, or chili. It's that good. So thanks for watching, people. Do appreciate you. Come on by and make sure you try it. Bye-bye.